Okay, we're recording. Okay, well, thank you guys for joining in. There'll be several more people joining in with us as we do this call, but I want to thank every single one of you guys for joining in with Megan Goff and myself, Justin Goff. We are both Diamond Ambassadors with Plexus Worldwide, and we've been with Plexus for 5 years, just a little over 5 years. And we are on here tonight. The reason that we're doing this call tonight is to talk a little bit about this business of Plexus. What is this Plexus business, and what has it meant to our family? What has it done for Megan? What has it done for me? What's it done for our kids? And what can it do for you also? So that's what we are going to cover tonight, super fast. And so again, I want to welcome each one of you guys to the call. And I am going to turn it over to Megan to start sharing her story, her Plexus business story.
All right, hey everyone. So glad you could be on. So basically, we're going to just shoot you straight tonight. We're going to talk about just our story, our business story, and I know a lot of times we share our health story. And the reason I ever gave Plexus the time of day was for health reasons, for the products. And so if you're on tonight because you believe in these products, you're seeing what they're doing in your body or in your family's life, just know that you are in a good place, and we want to share with you the reasons why this business works. And just as a quick FYI, the reason why this business works is because the products work so well for the majority and are needed by the masses. I know a lot of times we do a lot of calls just about gut health, about testimonial nights and different things like that, because so many people are in desperate need of wellness solutions, and it's on everyone's brains right now because of what's going on in our world. But we also are very sensitive to the fact that there's a lot of people with financial issues or financial unhealthiness, not just physical unhealthiness. And so the cool thing is that Plexus is an answer for both of those things. And so I really feel like the business side of Plexus is one of the most undershared aspects, and maybe it's because of the reason why I started was for products, and so that's what's natural for me to share with people. But it is just as natural for us to share the business now, because of what we've seen, what we've heard over the past 5.5 years. We've not only seen a lot of people get healthy physically, but we've seen a lot of people besides ourselves get financially healthy as well. And so there's a lot of financial advisors that will tell you that it's smart to have more than one income stream. And so how wonderful to be able to do something from home or work this business from anywhere and be able to help people with their physical and financial health. And so basically I started the products to get healthy, and I started researching how and why the products work, because I knew from my network, these crunchy moms are going to be asking me questions like, why is this probiotic better than what I can get at the health food store? Hey, well, what's the difference in the magnesium source in BioCleanse than, Natural Calm that I'm currently using? So I knew that I was going to have to figure out, the details and the science behind the products. And so I started researching, I started binge watching and listening to YouTube videos about the products. And what happened is that it built belief in me, even before I had my own health story, that these products could benefit so many people. And so I basically started sharing based on the fact that I knew it could help other people. And I also did a little slight experiment on our kids, and I started giving them the probiotic called Probio 5. And when it took our son Benjamin, who was 4 at the time, when it took his eczema away within a month, I knew I had something very effective, and that's something that I can stand behind and share with people. And I was already someone that valued supplementation. I enjoyed helping people with their health. I enjoyed herbs and natural healing and eating healthy and things like that. So this was a very natural, organic thing for me to continue to do, but just share Plexus products while I was helping people with their health. So it was very fun for me, but it was also scary. And so I was hesitant, a little skeptical and scared about sharing the products with people, just because I was like, I don't want people to feel like the only reason I'm sharing this is because I want to sell them something. That was my overarching fear. But once I got over the fact that, if I'm more concerned about what people are going to think about me than helping others, then that's a silly that's a silly mindset. And I need to get over that. And so to make a long story short, we had been praying for a lot of years, and we were kind of in this space of grateful discontentment in the fact that he had a great job, but he was never home. He was working dark to dark. We kept having babies, and it was a really physically demanding job. And also, since he was never home, we were kind of like passing like ships in the night, and he was drained, and we were just praying for something else that he can do for a line of work. We thought he would maybe start his own contracting business or something more socially acceptable than something like network marketing. But the crazy thing is, network marketing is a valid business opportunity, and as so many of you know, it is very also very lucrative. Like it provides wealth for so many people, and the reason why is because there's no one demographic that the products or the business work for. We literally have babies all the way up to people my grandma's age using the products. The fact that the products are consumable, so people are ordering and reordering month after month after month, which creates a residual income stream. And then the fact that this business isn't just made for one type or one demographic of people. There's people with a myriad of backgrounds, and everything from the medical field to someone that doesn't have a college degree. Like it literally runs the gamut of people. And so I think that should be encouraging to you, that you don't have to have some sort of ginormous degree or medical background to succeed in this business. You have to be willing to love people and learn the skill set and be consistent and work this like a business. If you want to get paid like a business, then you have to work it like a business instead of a hobby or that kind of thing. But the beautiful thing is, it can be what you want it to be. If you want it to provide to cover the cost of your products, or hey, you're thinking, well, if it could be extra $500 to $1,000 a month, that would be awesome. Or if you're someone that's like, I want to get out of debt, I want a 6-figure income, I want to go to Hawaii, I really see this as an opportunity to add value to a lot of people and help a lot of people get healthy. I love to coach. I'm a business person. Whatever your mindset, background, reasons, or why is, there's a spot for you. And so I guess what we want to share with you guys tonight is just the vision that this can be what you want it to be. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing of a business because of what we've seen it do for people's health and also for them financially.
Yes, sorry, I didn't take the cue fast enough. So the thing is, as far as our story goes, it's been pretty amazing, to be honest with you. And the story I'm going to share with you here in a minute is the same story I've been sharing for 5 years. The story hasn't changed. My goals have changed. Maybe our rank has changed. Our platform has gotten bigger. Our impact has gotten bigger, but really my story is still the same. And I'm going to share that story with you right now. Some of you are familiar with it. Some of you aren't. If you are familiar with it, just act like you've never heard it before and just smile and laugh and just enjoy it like it's the first time you ever heard it. So really it started several years. I mean, we've been in Plexus for 5 years, but it started a couple years before that when Megan was going through just some health issues at the time. And then fast forward to Plexus, we started taking the products. She took the products, I took the products, and like most obedient husbands, I took the products she take. I said, if you pack them, I'll take them. So I packed them in my lunch, and I took them. And I find out I really like these products. These products are great. So she started to see great benefits from the products. I started to see great benefits from the products. Our kids started to see great benefits of the products. And throughout this whole time, we were praying for her to get healthy. And we were praying also for just an opportunity, some sort of business opportunity where I could be home. I was content with the type of work I did. I was content with the guys I worked with. I was content with the amount of money I made at my job. All those things were great. But there was just one problem. It was time. Like all my time was at work or getting ready for work. And that was like my whole life. And I got to a point where I thought, there's got to be more to life than this. This can't be it. Because at some point, my kids are going to leave, and I'm going to think, I missed it. And that's one regret that I've never wanted to have. So we had been praying for years for a business opportunity. And like I said, we love the Plexus products. And Megan one day said to me, hey, there's a business opportunity with Plexus. And I said, no way. I will never do network marketing, multi-level marketing, any of that stuff. It's illegal. No one makes any money. All the excuses. It's a pyramid scheme. All the things that some of you have already heard. Maybe some of you have already said. I went through the whole thing. I said, no way. My name's important to me. My testimony is important to me, and I will not ruin either for a pyramid scheme. No way. Now, the thing is, let me explain something really fast, because some of you may have that same objection or have had it in the past, or you may talk to somebody who has that objection. Because some people on here have been in Plexus, on this call, have been in Plexus for a while. Some of you are brand new. And some of you are not in Plexus yet. You're just here to listen to a story. So you may use these objections or have heard them before. But my objection to network marketing wasn't because I had a bad experience. My objection to network marketing is because I didn't have any knowledge of the industry. And we usually fear what we don't understand. That's just how we kind of operate. So I was that way towards network marketing. And I told her, I said, no way, I will never do it. And she said, do you mind if I start sharing with people on Facebook? And I said, go for it. I'll be your biggest cheerleader. I'll root you on. I'll take the products, but I am not sharing this with anybody. So she started to share. And I think 2 weeks went by and she made $500. I came home and she had a check stub for $500 from Plexus. And my first response was, is this legal? I said, because I am not going to jail because you got us wrapped up in some scheme of some sort, right? So we determined it was legal. We thought we didn't even understand. We didn't even know the compensation plan or really why she got paid. We had no idea. We were just sharing these great products with people. We had no clue about the network marketing side of anything. So I said, it takes me a lot of hours away from home to make $500, and I've been praying for an opportunity. I'm going to check out Plexus. I'm going to start studying the compensation plan. And I'm going to start studying network marketing and see what this stuff is really about, because you just made $500 in 2 weeks. And so I started to study. I started studying Plexus. I started studying the industry. And what I found was amazing. I found out that this industry is absolutely incredible. I mean, this is like $180, $190 billion a year industry. And I had no idea. So I put it to the test. I said, okay, I studied it, and I started to see that people in the business world, these billionaires, were all putting their stamp of approval on network marketing, that it's a legitimate industry. So I thought, I can go with the billionaires that are putting their stamp of approval on this, or I can go with the two broke friends who had a bad experience with Amway 25 years ago. So I think I'm going to go with the billionaires, right? So I'm going to do this because I love the products, and now the business is making sense. So I started the business in 2015. And by September of 2016, this little side gig that we were doing actually went way past my full-time job as far as income goes. And I left road construction in September 2016. I came home, and I've been home ever since. So it's coming up on 4 years. And then now, Megan and I are both, I mentioned earlier, Diamond Ambassador, and some of you may wonder, what in the world does that even mean? Well, that means that's the top rank in Plexus. That's the highest rank you can achieve in Plexus. We've both hit it. and we work Plexus all day, every day here in our home with our 6, almost 7 kids. And it's been just an amazing blessing. It's been, I've gone from skeptic to top of the compensation plan. So the thing is, who is Plexus for? Megan touched on it. I would say it's for anybody. And one of the neat things about where we are right now as a country, or maybe even as a world, is that the things that we're experiencing right now has identified, it's exposed gaps. You know, this whole quarantine, shutdown, whatever you want to even call it today, it's a new fear name today. But, you know, it's exposed gaps. It's exposed gaps in people's health. It's exposed gaps in people's finances. It's exposed gaps in people's time commitments. And the cool thing about what we're offering people is it can help in all those areas. It's helped us in our health gap. It's helped us in our finance gap. It's helped us in our timing gap. And it can help anybody else. And the thing is, people want what we have to offer right now. Like, the retail world is gone, okay? So the world is changing fast, and most of it and a lot of it is moving to online, and people are home right now. People are hungry and for what we have to offer. So we're sharing with people this whole season that our country's in right now. Our businesses, Plexus business has exploded in growth. It has absolutely exploded in growth. We've never seen growth like this before. And it's been pretty amazing. So again, who can do this business? What can this, anybody can do this. A road construction guy can do it. A homeschooling mom of a bunch of kids can do this. Anybody, a doctor can do this, a nurse, a soldier, anybody. And that's the amazing thing is you can be trained. This is like on-the-job training. You don't have to have specific training beforehand to do network marketing or to do Plexus. And that's one of the amazing things. And what can it be? I think this is an important question. What can it be for you? And the amazing thing with this sort of a business model, it can be whatever you want it to be. The only lid in network marketing is you. Like, there is no income cap. There is no ceiling in this, like at a regular job. This can be whatever you want it to be. It can be just enough to pay for your products. It can be enough to buy a new car. It can be enough to pay off a house. It can be enough to build a brand new house. It can be enough to build a ministry. It can be as big as you want it to be. And that's just the amazing thing of this. There is no cap. So anyway, that's about all I've got. This is a quick teaser is what this is about the business opportunity, but it's been such a blessing for us.
So tonight we're not really going to go into the compensation plan, but I was going to drop in the comments really quickly a friend of ours who did a short little YouTube video about the compensation plan, which is called this. It's basically like a starburst or sunburst, meaning there's no limit to how wide you can go. If you're familiar with network marketing at all, sometimes you have to like balance legs and do all this finagling, and Plexus is not like that. So it's very simplistic. I just put the link there. So if you are interested in learning like the nitty gritty details behind like the compensation plan part, is there. You can also search some other YouTube videos or ask the friend that invited you or your sponsor, and they can plug you into some specifics on that. But just know that you don't have to understand the compensation plan to get paid or to help people. And so I think I was a Ruby ambassador before I actually grasped the compensation plan. So let that be encouraging to you. And I honestly didn't have time to learn it because I was so busy helping people get signed up for the products and get started and helping other people share. And so tonight I would just like to talk really quickly about like the how behind it. So we're gonna take just a few minutes really fast and say, so you might be sitting there thinking, okay, well, I'm on here, maybe you started the products already, and so you're starting to see some health change, or maybe you're just someone that values supplementation and a friend invited you tonight because they're like, oh my word, you'd be great at this business. And so you're just here to learn. And so basically the way that we train people how to work this business is very much on social media. I will just say that if you are not on social media, we encourage you to get on social media because it is free marketing, free advertising, and it's a way to contact a lot of people really quickly. But it's not the only way. Obviously, the traditional way of network marketing is like need-to-need, face-to-face, coffee shop, presentations, things like that. And of course, that works also. But what we found is you can build a really big, sustainable, healthy business using social media. His gift set is really in person. I've grown a lot in my skill set and talking with people in person and things like that. But I was very encouraged when I found out that I didn't have to be out in the marketplace, meeting people, doing meetings face to face like he was when he was working Plexus on the job. I could be at home, homeschooling my kids, popping on social media, making some posts, messaging some people that I felt like could benefit from the products or the business. And so he and I both have built our businesses a little bit differently based on the skill set and the strengths that we have. But just know that if you're more of an in-person person, you can work it that way. If you're more of a online social media person, you can do it that way, or you can do a blend of both, which is actually even better. And
I'll just add one thing real quick. She's better at social media. I was better when we first started in person, but we've both grown. Like she's grown on in-person events and I've grown on social media. So we've both improved. We both have grown ourselves. And I still am I use social media because it's like the greatest business tool ever to come to the human race. So you have to use it today in 2020. So you'd be crazy not to use it. But the neat thing is, as you talk to people, you can use it to move it. If I'm talking to somebody on Facebook, I can move that to a chat. I can move it to a phone call. I can move it to a cup of coffee. I did that just the other day. I had someone interested in Plexus. So I moved it from the phone to my kitchen. And I had him over to talk about Plexus. And, it works best that way for me. I move it as fast as I can from social media to in person. That just works for me best because I like to look at people's eyes to see if they're paying attention or not. So that's just what I like to do.
Is that the UPS guy?
No, we have is the UPS guy on here? His name's Jason. He's not the UPS guy, but I signed him up, and that was from, in person, just conversation. So
we got so many Plexus orders.
There's no right or wrong way really to do it. What ways can you talk to people? If that's just it. You have to get in front of people. You have to talk to people. Yeah.
So if you want a system to follow, this is basically the gist of the system. Make a post, make a list, message, invite. And that's been the story or the backstory of how we've helped people get started. We've been willing to make posts on Facebook or, meet people for coffee, right? Whatever that looks like for you. Host some events, whatever. We've been willing to make some lists and keep remaking the lists, meeting new people, things like that, and then inviting them to try the products and messaging them and inviting them. So it is not a super complex, hard business to work, and it's doable with working it while you're working another full-time job, which he did for a good year and a half. And, it wasn't easy. He was working very, very long hours, but we would put the kids to bed and then work Plexus for a couple hours till midnight or 1 in the morning. That's just how we made it work at that time because we had specific goals. We just kept resetting the goals. We're like, cool, maybe we can get our products paid for. Boom, did that. Okay, cool, maybe we can pay off the house. Okay, boom, we did that in our first 9 months. And then it was like, okay, well, we need a vehicle if we're having another baby. So we bought another vehicle with Plexus money. So we just have kept resetting the goal and moving forward that way. And so that's the cool thing is you don't have to know what your end goal is. You can just simply make a small goal, hit that, and then make the next goal.
Yeah. I don't know what our end goal is yet. So I just know what the next goal is. So we're just focusing on that.
Yes. Okay. So really quickly, there is a special this month. So instead of the normal $40 to join Plexus and to buy your business. It's only $9.95, which don't laugh. Like, you can buy a business in a box for $9.95. And obviously we want to encourage everyone to buy a welcome pack along with that, so you can experience the products and have personal testimony and some information that you can share with people. And I'll just say, this month, there's a bunch of specials going on if you help people get started. And so if you help 3 friends, which everyone has 3 friends, you do not have to work a business to help 3 friends. You can simply share what's working for you. You can make a post, you know, very simple, but you can make $300 by helping 3 friends. You can make $500 by helping 6 friends, $700 by helping 9 friends, and $1,035 by helping 10 friends. And so I'll just share with you really quickly that the average person has a network of 500 people in their network. And so we encourage every single person to at least go gold, and that means you help 20 people. So I think all of us have 20 friends that could benefit from better health, better skin, better mood, better energy, right? Better gut health, better immune systems. And so it just makes sense to share what you love, share what you're trying. Just like you do a new restaurant or a new t-shirt that you love. You share it with your friends because you think it's awesome. And so just to encourage you guys, you know, if you are willing to commit to the process, you're willing to love and serve other people, you know, if you want this to gift you, which it can, and you're willing to work it like a business, it will pay you like a business. If you're looking more for hobby income, you can work it like a hobby and get paid hobby income. So that's the beautiful thing. And so we just, I want to encourage you. We'll open it up for questions. And if you have any specific ones, feel free to put it in the chat thread. I also wanted to invite you to our next event, which is next Tuesday. Amy Booker is going to be talking about the Wheelhouse of Plexus, super simple, blitzy little event that will basically give you the gist overview of the products mainly. And so we wanted to invite you to that. And every Thursday night this month, we're going to be doing the same similar Zoom to this, where we'll be sharing the business. So think of some friends. I challenge you to think of 3 friends that you value enough and really can see working this business with you. So I'd encourage you to invite those people for next Thursday so they can pop on and learn with us. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.